What's good, YouTube? Welcome to Draft Capital Sports for the knowledgeable football fan who hopes their team always has a plan. We are about to get into this Bears mock draft. Now that we know Justin Fields is traded, Caleb Williams will be the number one pick. Let's see what else the Bears can do as far as getting some extra picks besides the 3 after Caleb Williams. We're going to trade down, get some value, and fill some holes on this still needy Bears team. Let's get into it. But before we get started, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to make sure you stay locked in to Draft Capital Sports, where we provide all the NFL draft news, NFL offseason news, trades, etc. for your 2024 NFL offseason. Now let's get back to the video. So the Chicago Bears have direction as far as what they're going to do is building their team out. They're going to go with a rookie quarterback to start. That rookie quarterback should be Caleb Williams at this point, but they only have 3 picks after that. So we're going to start off with a trade back. So I traded back, as you see on the screen. We're going to trade the number 9 pick to the Rams, as the Rams probably going to be looking for an edge rusher to replace Aaron Donald, Jared Verse, Dallas Turner. At least one of them will be available. Laiatu Latu as well at that number 9 pick. Doubt they'll be there at number 19. So we're going to trade them number 9 overall for number 19, their second round pick number 52, and their third round pick number 99. And it went through on the simulator with no problem. That's pretty good value, jumping up 10 spots in the first round. And so at number 19, of course, we took Caleb Williams number 1. We got to follow the narrative. Got to do it. So Caleb Williams number 1. Then at 19, I took Troy Fautanu, the offensive tackle out of Washington. Now, he's a shorter tackle, but he's still long arms. Extremely good athlete. Extremely strong, extremely fast, extremely agile. With a rookie quarterback and no viable backup, Braxton Jones is going to have to be pressed. You're going to have to make sure you have the best tackles you can to protect your rookie quarterback with weapons and that offensive line. We know it's still a need, which is why the Bears should be trading back out of that number 9 pick. I know people want Rome Odunze and things like that, and Jared Verse, kiss them goodbye unless they drop in the draft. But we can still get a lot of value in this draft by trading back. So Troy Fautanu out of Washington, very good offensive tackle at that number 19 pick in the first round. Then drop to the second round, Chris Braswell, the edge out of Alabama. Not as athletic as Dallas Turner, but just as good as a player, just as good of a player, in my opinion. Braswell coming off that edge opposite Montez Sweat will give the Bears viable pass rush off the edge. They still haven't solved that issue. There's still some viable free agents left. Be looking for that video. That'll be on the way next. As far as there's still edge rushers left in free agency. We'll see if they make a move there. They should. But if they don't, Chris Braswell, the edge, great pickup in the second round. It has the size, has the speed, has the intangibles, has the pedigree as far as coming out of Alabama. Great pickup there. Then we go to the third round. We stay on that D-line as the trenches need help on both sides of the ball. Poles builds through the trenches with backups and practice squad players. Don't understand that. Maybe it's because he was a guy, who was like a walk-on and he just wants to give guys chances, but needs to invest more in those 2 lines. So we got Mason Smith out of LSU, the defensive tackle /5 technique. More of a defensive tackle, though. He's along the lines of Pickens and Javon Dexter. Really big, tall, strong guy. Able to cause disruption. Very good on that LSU defensive line, which wasn't a good defense overall, but he was still able to make plays. Mason Smith, as you see his stats up here, very disruptive. 2.5 sacks, 5 tackles for loss, 2 pass deflections, 2 forced fumbles. Able to make plays, get his hands on the ball. Has that wingspan, 35-inch arms. Ran a 5.01 at 306, 6'5", 306, 31-inch vertical. Just an athletic guy overall. Very good run stopper, something the Bears are going to need. Now, he needs to improve his range as a tackler as far as chasing down tackles. I'm sure Eric Washington will get him to improve on that. He'll be a very good, long, rangy defensive tackle for the Bears. Good rotation guy. Not really a star, but he has star potential. He can break out. But Mason Smith will be the pick in that third round pick that we pick up there. Now, next we have the center, Cedric Van Pran out of Georgia. Was the consensus number 1 center coming in before the offseason program started. Not sure why he's dropping so much, but He's dropping by sheer osmosis at this point, but still probably the best overall center in the draft. Now, he doesn't have the versatility that Jackson Powers Johnson has, that the kid out of West Virginia has, but very solid at center. Now, Shelton Coleman, in my eyes, is a stopgap at center. He's 28 years old, decent player, but Van Pran will probably be your center of the future and going forward. So it's good to bring him in now so he can learn how to play in the NFL before you're forced to put him on the field. This is the way we need to start building this team if you want to build a winning team, and build it smart and not just give lip service. Shout out to Ryan Poles. All right, but Van Pran would be an excellent value pick coming out of Georgia. He's played a lot of snaps at a young age, so he's a guy who came right in for Georgia and got in on a very talented offensive line. Now, last but not least, pick number 122, the receiver Johnny Wilson out of Florida State. Now, I know most people will say, well, Caleb Williams used to pick Brendan Rice. Honestly, I don't believe Brendan Rice at this point in the process will last past the second round, very beginning of the third round. His lineage is going to get him drafted early. He doesn't really have a lot of weaknesses in his game. Now, he's not the super athlete that you would want, but you don't have to be a super athlete at the wide receiver position to be successful. It does help, but there's a lot of super athletes at wide receiver who don't know how to run routes and are not good at contested catches or just getting their hands on the ball and having concentration drops and things like that. These are things that Brendan Rice excels at. He catches the ball when he gets his hands on it, and he knows how to run routes and create separation with route running technique. That's going to get him drafted, I think, a lot earlier. Now, the guy that I picked, Johnny Wilson, the huge Florida State wide receiver, 6'7", 230. I think bringing him in at this value at pick number 122 in the fourth round, he's a guy who needs technique. He needs a lot of work on his technique, and he does struggle with concentration drops a little bit, but it's not really that bad. It's a little overblown. But I think coming in with Keenan Allen and DJ Moore on the team, his potential could really go through the roof, learning from those two on how to run routes, how to gain separation, how to read coverages. He couldn't learn from two better people for coming into a situation. I think Johnny Wilson, if he reaches his potential, could be one of the greatest weapons really of all time. And you know, he has that kind of potential because he is a big guy, but he's not clumsy. You know what I mean? He does have some agility. He does have contact balance. He knows how to get his hands on the ball. He knows how to use his size to shield defenders. He just needs to learn how to concentrate, needs to learn the nuances of the wide receiver position and how to get out of breaks, how to get off the line, how to release, how to use his footwork. DJ Moore and Keenan Allen will definitely help him improve that. So there we have it, Bears fans. I mean, I'm going to keep going through how the Bears can get more than 4 picks worth of value in this draft. I mean, that's where we're at now. I believe this is something that the Bears are gonna have to come up with. There's gonna be a lot of offers, I'm sure, to still jump up in the draft, even beyond knowing that they're gonna pick the number 1 pick. That number 9 pick is still very valuable, and we'll see how the rumors and things shake out. But let me know what you think of this draft in the comments below. Remember to hit that like button right now. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, share the video to other Bears fans that you know. Discuss this mock draft, discuss all things Chicago Bears. Thank you for watching Draft Capital Sports, and as always, peace.